at Gallions Reach, one stop before the end of this branch line here on the Beckton branch line. And yeah, you see at the station, there isn't really much to see, but over there was the remnants of a bridge that was planned to cross over the Thames, known as the Thames Gateway Bridge. But one of the mayors of London, Ken Livingstone, proposed to build this bridge, but this bridge was actually viewed as causing congestion, and when the ex-mayor of London, Boris Johnson, came along, he decided to just scrap it altogether. Yeah, and the station there is not much to see here. Here's where it is on the tube map. Right, you get an impressive view of Canary Wharf, the city, and all the other tall buildings of London. Beautiful skyline in the distance.
Doors closing. Street level. Doors opening.
Alright, so Beckton Depot is one of two depots on the DLR network, the other at Poplar, and here you got the train heading to Tower Gateway, and the other to Beckton. It says Canning Town on the rear desk though, not sure why. Yes, it heads underneath the dual carriageway, and then it pops back into the open, and then into Beckton Station. And behind the depot is one of the new DLR trains, and they will enter service in 2024, and they will have air conditioning, door lights, which will change to red when the doors close, and they will have an on-train dynamic indicator. So they tell where the train location is, exact location, and we'll have dynamic announcements calling at what station it will stop at next, and say if this train will terminate here, etc., etc. Okay, and you see this is the off-ramp coming on the dual carriageway, and yeah, it's very like old and very aged as well. It just needs cleaning as well because of the litter on the road. And Beckton Depot is actually being extended here. So if you zoom in to the new site, you can see new tracks, new ballast is being put in, and a bit of the low ballast has been, and the tracks have been completed, and the other bits are slowly getting there, but they're not done. And it's very exciting to see Beckton Depot being extended to accommodate new trains. Yes, and there are proposals of extending the DLR over the Thames to Thamesmead, and this will use the same site of the Thames Gateway Bridge, and but it will be used for trains actually. And I would actually like to see the Beckton DLR actually close, and actually I think it would be best to actually turn it into a tube station by extending the Hammersmith and City line from Barking down to Beckton. That would be really nice, and I would love to see it. If TfL is watching this right now, and I think it's a really good idea. Alright, so we just came up here via so we came this way, and then we had to go through some bushland, and then we have to walk all the way around to actually come onto this bridge here. And over there was the start of the scrapped Thames Gateway Bridge. However, that got cancelled very recently. Not like a long time ago, around the late 2000s. There's a train. And here you actually get a great view of trains if you stand on this bridge. It's like this, it's starting to move, the train. Yeah, but it's starting to move. All right, so here it is the remnant of the planned Thames Gateway Bridge. And so what would happen is that there would be a junction here for cars to actually enter the bridge from the dual carriageway or the side road, and then they would come onto this bridge here, and it will head over the Thames to an area known as Thamesmead. And Thamesmead is actually the largest area in London which is not served by a rail line, which is very interesting to know. And if I take you here, you have to actually peer over this bridge to get a good view. Very high bridge. Yeah, there's Beckton Depot over there. All right, and so behind, inside the depot building is one of the new DLR trains, and they will enter service, I think, early 2024, and they will include air conditioning, door lights, which will change to red when the doors close, and they will also have information screens to let people know where the train is, what their locations are. It's really cool that new DLR trains are coming. And this is one of the depots of the DLR. The other is at Poplar, but that's a bit of a smaller one. And here is the line which heads to Beckton. It heads underneath the dual carriageway and then climbs back up, and then it heads to the 2-platform terminus at Beckton. And yeah, it's such a beautiful view from this off-ramp here. And if you're wondering where this is, it's an 8-minute walk from Gallions Reach station. Yeah, and those tracks are existing, which head over to Beckton. And speaking of Beckton, we got a train coming from Beckton, heading towards Canning Town. Unit 92 and Unit 34. Right, so here's the bridge from here at Gallions, and to the left is the aforementioned Thames Gateway Bridge, which was abandoned, and Boris Johnson actually scrapped it after it was viewed as a tourist gesture. Beautiful view, not as beautiful as the skyline view that we saw at Gallions Reach.
What station's that?
It's Gallions Reach. And speaking of Gallions Reach, we've got a train coming. Came from Tower Gate Road. Unit 70 and Unit 23. It had a plaque on the side. I'm not sure what plaque it was.
And we're now heading back to
the station. tower here. This bridge really needs an upgrade, right? It needs to be turned into a big stone bridge. But it is already stone, but it has to be upgraded. And so you can't actually go there because there's no path here. You have to go around into this forest.
Don't breathe rubbish.